Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I believe we were about to tangle with an owlbear. That seems like the sort of thing a heroic adventurer like us would get up to. Do we short rest? A couple of our crew
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
are looking a bit feeble, but then maybe we just throw a potion. We throw it thus and so, will it hit both of us? Yeah, it will. That's good enough. Now we're owlbear ready. Let's see, we could sneak straight down to the owlbear. Or we could come around this way. Climb down the rocks.
Selûne statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honour.
Shadowheart's loving this. Take that, Selûne. You big loser. No one seems to understand that chest though. But maybe we'll understand this.
Just an old prayer.
No, it's just an old prayer.
A prayer. Curious symbol next to it. Well, saying a few words won't hurt.
Cool. Just a little bit of praying. That should be fine. Let's pop back over and read the old prayer sheet. Cool. So we've unlocked the chest. What else we got? Scroll of Detect Thoughts. Potion of Animal Speaking. Potion of Healing. Good.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
Don't be ridiculous. There could be something useful here.
This rubbish is an offering to Selûne. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
Why do you care so much? Nice.
I should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shah, Mistress of the Night, Selûne's twin and foe. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
The goddess of secrets. How telling.
Oh, Lae'zel loves that. I mean, I don't really care who you worship. We've got bigger problems.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Well, now the truth's out. Tell me more.
Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now.
Okay, but I'm still taking this chest. A Moondrop pendant. No less. When the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. That could be good if we're dashing back and forth here and there. But I kind of want to keep the silver pendant on Astarion. Well, it doesn't need to be on Astarion, does it? Because this party is pretty much going to be static. There will be a change later. Lae'zel is going to get swapped out at some point for my 5th party member. But until that happens, this party will be pretty much the same. On that note as well, there's a couple of exploits I'm going to do. One I've known about for some time, and one I've just discovered. And we're going to employ both of those. Technically, it'll make Lae'zel much stronger than she really should be. But as she's going to be leaving the party at some point, I don't think it's the end of the world. And if you've got a problem with that, I'll just try and stab
Feel
you.
the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
No one calls me soft meat. You've had your last meal, beast. You and your cub alike.
I'll tear you in half before you touch a feather on his head.
It's rumbling time. Now, how are we going to deal with this big bugger? I mean, we could shoot some arrows at it. Who have we got? We've got 2 attacks before it moves. Shadowheart has got her arcane arrows. Grasping shot. Dang it. I was kind of hoping that would hit. But it did not. Let's do a little cunning dash. And let's just move in and stab it. That seems like something Jolly would do. Although she'd also miss, because that's something everyone in our party does. And that's the price she pays. And now it's landed on poor Shadowheart. Very well. Get fisted, Owlbear. And then Drunken Technique could allow us to disengage. It does 12 to 22 damage, so it does better damage. We can spend a key point, I think. Yeah, that did better damage than an unarmed strike. Good job, Astarion. Maybe we shouldn't have taken this fight on at level 3. Although, yeah, this is just distressing how everyone is just missing all the time. I'm unimpressed. Sneak attack, though. Nope, that missed also. Very well. Now, we could use a disengage, but we don't have one. We could try running, but we might get hit. Maybe we are going to have to just stab it. 7 damage. Better than nothing. Which is what everyone's been doing up till now. There we go. Starring gets some hits in. That's promising. Now, what have we got? We've got Cleave. We've got Lacerate. Now it's bleeding. Ho ho! Take that, Owlbear. You wretch. Nice try, Cub. Bit of a sneak attack. And then we're still not in a position where we can move away without potentially getting struck. So maybe we just stab again. Now we've got True Strike next time we stab, which is promising. But now it's pissed off. It's going to start multi-attacking probably. Which could mean someone's in trouble. Thankfully, this thing is as bad at hitting people as we are. So that works out just fine. Now we'll give it a punch-kick combo. 4 health left. Excellent.
Good looks from you to his dead mother.
Wake, hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
It's tricky, you see, because on the one hand, we're all about suffering. But we're not really long-term thinkers. We're also just really about killing.
For the best. The cub would have died anyway.
It's for the
Nature
best.
had provided for us. Too late now.
Yeah, it's for the best because we got to kill something. Now, did we pick up anything off Ed's body earlier? No, we didn't.
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
And I thought you were cruel and stubborn and judgmental.
Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
It seems like killing an owlbear cub has turned on Lae'zel. If you respect me so much, why are you such a prickly grouch?
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Bah, enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
I'm flattered, but the answer is no.
Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
We can't all sleep with Lae'zel. That would just be silly. I'll save her for someone else.
An unhatched one would fetch quite a price.
Maybe Astarion wants to do her.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Yeah, we'll take that. And now we can depart the cave. Let's head back up to Ed though, because it looks like we haven't picked up anything off his bod. Yeah, let's toss another potion. We've only got 2 people to heal. We may as well just toss potions about. Now we can stroll back up to where we found our dwarven friend. And yeah, we didn't loot him after all. There we go. So now we can make the spear. We'll combine that with that. And we've got the Vision of the Absolute. Do we need that on anyone? It's a versatile weapon. It's not a finesse weapon. So I think it will use strength rather than dex to determine its damage. So yeah, perhaps we don't really need it on anyone. But it's nice to have, maybe, just in case like we run across a spectator or something down the line. Now, next stop should probably be back at that cave from earlier. What's our XP like? We're quite way off level 4, so we could use a bit of XP here and there. We overheard some conversations from this direction. Perhaps if we come up this way, let's be a bit sneaky about things. So there's a guy in a box. Grave robbers? Interesting. Who's sneaky? Astarion's fairly sneaky. Let's creep on in.
Could be all sorts of loot in that thing. Don't you want to be rich? Of course I want to be rich, but not if it'll get me killed.
Now, where can we shoot that from? Gonna have to make our way down here a bit. Our behaviour is what now? Can't hear you there from that hole in the ground. Now, let's see. We can't get in there with Jolly. Shadowheart is even further away, unfortunately. Oh, we've got Cunning Dash though, haven't we? So let's do a bit of dashing. You there, are you surprised? Maybe. Either way, you've been perforated. And we're down to 1 foe. How much movement do we have on Astarion? Most of it left, if not all of it. So perhaps we just do a big bounce. We don't want you running away. So we'll park Astarion there. And then Shadowheart can't really do a lot from over here, but that's fine. Lae'zel probably can't do a lot either. What are you going to do? Bit of mage armor. Is that it? How is mage armor going to help when a monk is kicking your face off? Okay, that showed me.
Where do I go from here?
Where do we go from here? Well, let's let Shadowheart go from here. Not enough movement to quite make that shot. That's unfortunate. I had to go around those twisting vines, you see. So, guess we won't do much on Shadowheart this turn. Maybe I should have just jumped the Twisting Vines, but it seems like we're having trouble doing that as well. Lae'zel can manage it though. But she misses the shot. Okay. Astarion will finish the job. Lovely. Snatch a few bits of loot and we'll head down and knock politely on the door.
How do you give a buck? Everything all right out there?
I killed your friends. Now I'm here for you.
Yeah, I've got plenty more friends. Come in here and you can meet them.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. But not through the front door. Hello, friends. Now, Shadowheart gets to act fairly early, but Mari has an attack before that. Where is she? Over there. So there's not a lot she's going to be able to do. Have we got a surprise on anyone? No. Maybe we'll just stay away from the door and just do some decent damage. That is good damage with the bow. Mari, do you want to join the rest in gathering around that barrel? Thank you. No? She moved on a bit. But that's okay, maybe. So, where do we want to stand? Path is interrupted, but where is it interrupted? Is it interrupted by goobs standing in the way? Because that would be unfortunate. We don't have anything throwable, do we? Like Alchemist's Fire? Doesn't look like it. So how am I supposed to blow this barrel up if there's a knobhead standing in the way? I guess I'll just have to fire some arrows into him. This would be a good time for that piercing shot that I rejected earlier. But oh well. Now, Astarion. You've also got Firebolt, but there's still a goon in the way. So let's take him out. Potentially do some decent damage to a second one. Now they might all have to gather around Astarion. Well, you can throw fire. Awful bugger. Well, we'll shoot this one who's possibly now in the way. Not for much damage, but that's fine. Andorn's going to dash in. Oh, did he manage to get past Astarion? Cheeky bugger. Well, let's give him a bit of the old rakish sneak attack. Lovely. Mari's attack can just be snatched out of the air. Now, that's better. Excellent. That's cleared the room a bit. Yeah, it's also wounded Astarion, but it was funny, so that's the main thing. Now,
Delicious.
yeah. You have a punch. You have a kick. Everyone run across the fire to get to me, please. Down he goes. What a silly sausage. I'm just going to stand on that box so I can laugh at him. Cool. Now, that wasn't for any particular reason. We don't need any loot off these guys. We got a decent amount of XP off them, I suppose.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
I'll stop complaining. I suppose there's a few bits and bobs out here that they don't really need. And with that out of the way, let's start making our way towards the Blighted Village. Back to the Owlbear Cave and we'll climb on up. See what's going on. That guy might have some loot about his person.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
Don't sass me, dog. Wanted to hurt you, I'd have done it already.
Perhaps that's true. Your scent is thick with blood. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
Rest? He needs a grave.
Just go. I won't ask you again.
Bit of loot. Very well. Now, which way would we want to go to get to the village? We could possibly jump across there and get to the other side of the bridge. But I'd rather get to the bridge itself. Because we might trigger the conversation with Raphael there. So maybe we will head towards the village in a normal sort of fashion.
What's that?
What is that? It's a rocky crevice. Maybe we could have a peek at it, couldn't we? We can fit in there. Ah, it puts us back in the owlbear nest up top. And there's a dirt mound. Nothing major, but we'll take it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other way of getting into the Blighted Village other than walking in through the front like a pleb. And I don't want to do that, because that doesn't sound fun.
The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
So maybe we will jump across here. We're on the Risen Road. Now, it might be time to make a quick change to the team. Are you joining us, Shadowheart? Or are you confused because we did like a couple of jumps in quick succession? There we go, she's finding her way. Now back to camp. Lae'zel.
The first time I saw you, I figured you were champion. A woman of valor, integrity. But you seem intent on proving me wrong.
Well, give me a moment, Will, and you'll be fine.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
I will bear that in mind. I should probably let you know as well, Lae'zel. I have urges. I want to kill. I want blood.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Good. I'm glad she approves. But if you could wait for me in camp, please.
Are you sure that's the best course of action?
It's not the best course of action. I would much rather have you than Will on the scene, but please stay in camp for now.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Oh, you stopped whining now, have you? Well, come along.
That's the spirit.
We'll just get his level ups out of the way. He's got some Eldritch Invocations. We'll go for Agonizing Blast and Repelling Blast. And he can get a spell as well, I suppose. Burning Hands, why not? And then another spell. Cloud of Daggers is fun. And let's say Pax of the Blade. You can stab things, Will. And now if you would bind your weapon. There we go. Now it should do reasonable damage against any foes we might come across. Okay, Will's on side. Now that's where we get the toll collector's key as well, so let's grab that.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
What indeed? What do we have over here? Advocatus Diaboli.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
She's coming right for us. Tell me, monster, what's it like to know you're about to die?
Touch me, and you'll regret it.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
Okay.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Looks like you found your mark, Will. Let's send your devil back to the hells.
It's done, Karlach. By my living soul, you will forever burn.
You know, I could have used a friend. Pity that won't be you.
Oh, it's a rumbling. Now, what's the best way to proceed? Will, you want to get involved with this? You like stabbing things, right? Or you could use Arms of Hadar. That might hit me, though. I don't want to be hit. I like not being hit. Two damage. Come on, Will. 2 damage and a miss. Useless. Leave it to the professionals. There we go. That's more like it. And a flourish. 4 damage. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Astarion. Yeah, punch her. And kick her as well. And all her clothes fell off. Don't worry about that, everyone. It just seems to be a thing that happens. I don't know if it's a modded thing. We've only got like 1 mod on. Could have got some new clothes, actually, for Old Astarion. But no, I think we'll leave her clothes on the ground, even if they're not on her.
The devil is fallen. Hells, I should be celebrating. Making toasts, roaring in victory.
Then do it.
But I can't get the tadpole's visions out of my mind. Tell me we were right to strike Karlach down.
I don't really care. I wanted a good fight.
I care.
Damn it all. I vowed to hunt vicious monsters, not join their ranks.
No. Karlach blazed with the fire of Avernus. I saw it. I smelled it. Infernal essence tip to toe. I've slayed myriad devils, each one a threat to Faerûn. I've torn the horns from their heads without a second thought. Why should this time be any different? My prey has fallen. Hail the blade.
Yeah. Hail the blade.
Hail again. And may our strikes always find their marks.
So what does the quest say? Do we need to do anything else before we return to camp? Yeah, we should continue our travels, though a good night's rest in camp might prove illuminating. That sounds like something we could do. We've got 6 million of those elixirs, so there's no reason why we can't have a nap now. Although, I just want to quickly chat with a couple of the others. They should know about my urges.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Okay, we can't tell Astarion yet about our desire to kill. Can we share the news with Shadowheart? I mean, if they've got their eyes open, they've already seen it. Okay, there's nothing we can say to Shadowheart about our love of murder, so let's just end the day.
Please stay your blade. I mean, no.
No, it's you.
It's you.
I just said that. I should kill you for barging in here.
That would only be the second worst thing you've done to me. You loot-breaking asshole. Oh, this is the last thing I need. Look, you left me in a bad way. I couldn't stay in the grove with the others, just waiting to die. So I left.
So you ran like a coward? That's good to know.
Why did I bother trying to explain myself? I've met steaming piles of excrement more pleasant than you.
Thanks.
I'm only here out of necessity. I saw your fire in the dark, and I'm, well, exhausted. I need somewhere safe to rest.
Uh-huh. It's not here. Do one.
Please, it's dark, and I'm afraid. Just one night, I beg of you.
Okay, you can sleep by the latrine. Don't say a word.
Fine. Good night.
What an awful woman. Is it bedtime? Do we get to speak to Will about his thing, or has this event taken precedence? Yeah, it seems like this is happening first, and Will's events might happen later. Someone does still wish to speak to us, though. I'm not seeing anyone who actually wants to speak to it. Oh, it's Bone Man. Does he want to tell us about hirelings? Yeah, he does. Very well. Leave.
There are important matters to discuss.
Oh, is he going to insist that we speak to him? Okay. There we go. We've learned about hirelings. Now is it bedtime? It is. Let's use up some of our vegetables and have a nice sleep.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Interesting. Let's see if we can remember anything. Odds aren't great.
A single moment comes to you. The flash of abject terror in her eyes, blood spilling from her lips. No time for last words.
Given her songwriting abilities, her last words would have probably been trite and just poorly chosen anyway. We can have a look around, see if there's anything else to learn.
There is nothing else here, and no one else around. You and the corpse seem to have been alone together for quite some time. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
It is a pretty good job.
If you could craft a corpse like this in one night, what masterpieces have you sculpted in your forgotten decades? You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
We should be honest with our friends.
Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened.
It was me.
Here's hoping the explanation is less sloppy than the kill.
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So?
She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you?
I made this.
The blood speaks for itself. Why?
I don't know, really. My body was acting outside of my control, really. I was spasming.
The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
It could have been the tadpole.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
That sounds like it could be worth a giggle. It was a bit of a giggle. That look on her face when she got shanked. And we're inspired once again. You can stay there, Alfira. Oh, you got some loot. The Harla's loot. We haven't got the ability to play musical instruments, but maybe we'll take it. It can be a little memento. Now, I guess Will's event.
Alfira wouldn't have harmed a housefly. A gentle young soul slain in her prime.
I mean, if that was her prime, it was pretty shite. I'd like you to wait in camp for
Are you
now,
sure?
Will.
The blade stands at the ready.
Remain here.
And just when things were warming up.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, Lae'zel, we need your killing skills once again.
I was no friend to Alfira, but there was no sense in killing her. I'll be watching everyone in this camp like a hawk.
Oh, don't worry.
Especially you.
I'm not killing you, Lae'zel. No, we've got plans. Come along.
It is done.
But yeah, before we do anything else, maybe we'll have a partial rest and see if we can get Will's event to trigger.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, buddy, I thought it was time I dropped by the doghouse.
Mizora.
The one and only.
She seems nice.
You haven't introduced me to your friends. Where are your manners?
I mean, aren't you a luscious thing?
Oh, you flatterer. Why, if I had a heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. Your warlock friend is my puppy. And he's been a very good boy. I say fetch, and he'll fetch. I say kill a fugitive tiefling, and... well, I don't need to tell you.
You said devils only. She was a tiefling, not a monster.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Cheer up, Buttercup. Karlach had no heart. You did the world a favor. More to the point, you obeyed.
She's got a point, Will. You did a good job. What do you want, devil?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder. Always a pleasure. Shame that tadpole's gone and pissed on your party. But I'll be damned if it goes pissing on mine. I've got some errands to do. But don't you fret much, pup. I'll be back in 3 shakes of your tail. Keep an eye on him, will you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Bye, Mizora. There we go. We have received the Infernal Robe. Resistance to fire damage. And Fire Shield Warm. That's kind of cool. Now, we could give it to Will. But where's the fun in that? Astarion, we got some new threads for you. Also, did I forget to take off your camp clothing? There we go. Oh, don't you look dapper? Now, has everyone else... Oh no, it's because it's nighttime, isn't it? That's why you're in your camp clothes. That's fine. So we'll do a partial rest. That's all we need to do right now. Oh no, someone still wishes to speak to us. Shadowheart this time.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
Not some sort of Sharon magic?
No. Or at least, I don't think so. Perhaps Lady Shar is testing me somehow, but if she is, then I have no idea what her purpose is.
Could it be a tadpole?
I'm fine. It's past whatever it was. And stop looking at me like that. I'm not sprouting tentacles just yet.
Fair enough. Bye then. She seems alright. Will wants to speak again. Bloody hell. Shut up, Will.
Damn it all. What have I done? I'd be hunting devils and demons, Mizora said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not...
You've forgotten your lines, Will.
Not this. Not Zariel's victims, not innocent tieflings. Karlach showed us the truth, and I refuse to see it.
I guess you're just a bad person. I mean, she's a devil. She's hardly the paragon of honesty.
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. Or so I thought. Until Karlach.
Well, Karlach's the only one we saw. So as far as we're concerned, the only things you've ever done are bad. And you are a bad person. I do not wish to speak with you any further. Partial rest.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony.
I mean, it was a good kill. We did enjoy it.
You would have given anything to have seen it. As you jolt awake, too many questions plague you. When the proud deed of her death was yours, why do you have no recollection of it?
milady. Jubilant day. I have found your vile self at last.
Who's this cool dude?
Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long.
I've always wanted a butler. About time someone respected my godlike depravity.
My lordly reprobate, I missed you ever so. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road.
It was bliss to kill her in front of everyone.
It seems you've become quite the exhibitionist without me. I can only congratulate you on your indecency. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance.
That sounds good.
You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity.
Well, I mean, you're probably not going to have to wait long. You're going to tell me everything about my past life, though, because we kind of want to know.
Though I would love to regale you with your past triumphs, I cannot. I am forbidden to interfere. Our betters will not allow it. Be true to yourself, my lady.
I guess we'll have to reveal the truth in our own time. With blood. Lots of blood. But now we've got a Deathstalker mantle. Once per turn, when you kill an enemy, you can become invisible for 2 turns. That seems pretty amazing. We'll take that with us. And there's a pouch. Oh, it's just got Alfira's loot in it. We don't need her loot, we've got the other one. The better one. Now, Astarion. I've given you some yellow dye. Let's try that with your robe. Oops, I've taken his robe off. Put it back on. Thank goodness that box was in the right place, otherwise that could have got filthy. Yes. Yeah, that looks alright. Now back on the road. Shadowheart has something to say.
Let me guess. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Best if we just get the subject out of the way now. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shar. I can feel her influence somehow.
And what causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shar will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Well, you got this, Shadowheart. It'll be fine. I assume there's nothing I can do to help.
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shar. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Wise words. Now, I think we shall go for a stroll. Before I forget, we will cast Speak with Animals, and Astarion can sup one of his elixirs. I think that's the only post-long rest maintenance we have to do. Although we could also pop back to the Grove, because there will be new elixirs that we can purchase. And we've got our high charisma Lae'zel with us to squeeze the best prices out of Auntie Ethel.
Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me.
Yeah, you're going to need to do better than that if you want to impress Shadowheart. All very peaceful here in the Grove right now. Maybe too peaceful. So, what have we got? There we go, we've got our elixirs. Anything else of interest? Doesn't look like it. Just odds and sods. It's back to the Blighted Village then. This time we're actually going to enter the dang thing. Adventurers. Dead adventurers.
Liam isn't here.
And living ones too. Aradin?
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove.
Stop being racist, dude. Thought you were busy leading your crew.
Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons.
Dude, they're goblins. A few goblins killed your entire crew. You're pathetic.
Wasn't no few goblins, mate. There's an entire hive of them. Contract failed to mention that part.
Bro, they're all like level 3. Looks like you were ill prepared.
Don't know what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic buried in the arse end of nowhere. And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for.
Let's say I want the gold. Where would I find the relic?
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
I feel like someone should die. I'll take it.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on.
No, get out of here, you coward. We got a contract to read. Bam, we've got a new quest to find the Night Song. Probably don't need the contracts anymore. Now we've got a village full of gobbos.
Something's waiting up ahead.
This should be fun.
Get over there! Surround them like!
I know you're there. Show yourselves.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
I mean, I had almost exactly the same thought when I saw you.
That's supposed to be a threat.
Yes.
Got a set on you, all right. Almost makes me like you. Almost. I'm gonna enjoy pulling off your skin when we're done.
It's on. Let's rumble with the gobbos. Now, most of them are on rooftops. This makes life tricky for a humble rogue such as ourselves. But luckily, we're quick. We could almost make it up top to stab people this turn. So let's make it as far as we can. And we can't do any sort of rakish attacks, I don't think. Oh yeah, we can. Well, there we go. One of your crew's dead and I'm invisible. Your move. Except it's not, it's Astarion's move. So, get wrecked. We can't quite jump up there. We're a little too low down for that, even with Astarion's monk-like agility. But we can make our way up the ladder. We're going to get the higher ground, then charge the bastards. Okay, apparently we can't make it up the ladder. So those guys aren't able to do all that much. I'm guessing we can't do a lot with Lae'zel. Triple a creature's jumping distance, though. Could be worth it, just to see how high we can jump. That's still too high, apparently. Well, what's the point in that, then? Guess we can do a big bounce over there. That's pretty good going. Then you want to ensnare Shadowheart. That's not going to work. That guy's kind of confused.
You must have had your ears to my collection.
You're not doing a good job of killing anyone, you guys. Now, Shadowheart, you've got the low ground, which isn't ideal. But it's only a goblin. So you've managed to land a hit. You obviously forgot we had shield. Now, this guy, he doesn't even know we're here. And now he's dead. And we've got 2 turns of invisibility once again. Probably best to just dash at this point. I don't know if we could reach them from across the rooftop with our crossbow. And there's one in the building that we want to deal with. So... oh, never mind. We took some damage when we fell off something. That was unfortunate. Now we're visible. Now, Astarion, please get up there and punch that goblin. Nearly finished it off. We could kick it and that would definitely finish it off. Or we could do this, which would have been more funny. But alas, it failed. So I guess Lae'zel's going to have to come up and finish the job. Like so. And then maybe she can shove one. Excellent, that works. Now that one's in a heap. What are you going to do from down there? Ray of Sickness? We're sick enough already, we don't need your help. God. Shads. Come on now. So, who do we want to stab? We got options now. Can't reach that guy, it said, although it looks like we can. Yeah, we can.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
So down he goes, and we're invisible once again. Now, Astarion, you could jump places, but you would take damage in the process. What if you jump to there? Are you now able to just reach that one? You can. Good. Excellent. Well done. That tracker will continue to try and do its thing. Lae'zel could perhaps drop into the room somehow. But maybe she'll just come down the ladder. I didn't say throw yourself off the building, Lae'zel. You sausage. Now we can't quite see that one. Oh, we can. Can't hit it though. And then let's see. Yeah, we'll just jump in through the hole. That seems like the best bet. And down they go. The blighted village is ours. Well, not all of it. There's plenty more mayhem to be caused in this village. But that's going to have to wait till next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.